Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be shooting a video of how to remove the diversity antenna on the E61 as it's having a lot of fuzzing problems and the remote central locking sometimes ain't working on one of the keys. So it sits underneath the spoiler here on the E61s, which is here. I don't know if you can see around here, which is right up here. This part needs to be removed on top of the roof. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove it with the 3 Torx bolts right here. Sorry, 4, which is 1, 2, 3 and 4. They both got caps on them. All 4 of them have caps on them, and we're gonna remove them. Then I'm gonna show you where the diversity antenna sits and how to get the spoiler off. See guys, the covers are off, which are right here, here, here. I don't know if you can see right there. Now what we're gonna be using is the Torx 27 bit on my drill driver to remove all the 4 bolts. Once we've done that, we're then gonna unclip the spoiler from the top of the roof, and we're gonna gain access to the diversity amplifier, which is a common problem on these and E60s. E60s, it's on the interior, underneath the headline in here. It's underneath here, and you pull this down and it's there underneath the third brake light cover. And it's very easy to access, but on these it's in the roof. There's a known problem of the wiring getting chapped under here also, which sits in here as well, which we're going to be taking out to see if the wiring's all chapped, which I believe on one of the receipts it said it was renewed, but who knows. We're back guys, and I don't know if you can see now, the diversity amplifier is now been exposed. As you can see, the spoilers come off. Now when the bolts are released, all you got to do is shut the hatch here, the glass hatch, and pull the spoiler downwards and it will come towards you. You've also got to pull out the rear washer pipe for the rear washers, and also disconnect this connector here and the cable that runs into that loom there into this little port here for the diversity amplifier, which is connected to the spoiler. Now obviously, as you will see, there is someone's already been at this, because this has been siliconed all up. So it means someone's already been at this once before, because as you can see all the silicone here. So that leads me to believe that this has been faulty once before, and they've tried to seal it back up and clean it from corrosion, which it probably would have worked. But I'm just going to check it anyway, because I don't trust certain people when they fix the car. So there's a way to know if this is faulty or not, which I'm going to go releasing the clips and find out under here on the circuit board itself, and touch it and see if we get better reception from the keys and see what happens from there. So we'll be back once I get all this off and see. So we're back, and as you can see, I've got the other trunk open, the other part of the, so we call it the boot. And as you can see, if you look under here, this speaker here, if you take this down and take the speaker out, the wiring loom that runs from the hatch here runs underneath here into the car. I don't know why BMW even made it like that, but that controls everything from the reverse lights to the hatch up here, the glass hatch, and the window wiper, and also this release button on here. Now in total they should all work to unlock the boot, but they don't. The glass hatch one works, but this one is quite fiddly. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, as you can hear, but it does work on the key. Now I don't know why that is, but as I say, if I get my key, see, when I press it, it does nothing. As you can see here, it does nothing. Now the other key I've got works perfectly, but this one doesn't. Now usually I thought it would be the diversity antenna, and I wanted to check that first, but it's not the diversity antenna, which then leads me to believe it's the key, because these are a common problem. When I bought my E60, one of my keys was exactly like this, but the other one was working. But then I realized the distance. Now when this key's close up, it does work, as you just seen, as I told you. So it does work, and that's what, and as you can see, it's just unlocked it. So that's what I mean. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now when I got, like I'm saying, when I got my E61, one was doing exactly the same on one of the keys, until I got it replaced and I changed the diversity antenna. Then they both started working. But now both of them do work, and it was down to the diversity antenna because my distance was gone. I couldn't open the car from a far distance. I had to be close to the car like this. But this is the only key doing it, and we do have another one and it's got no problems. So it's not really the problem with the diversity antenna. I was just checking that because we're also getting fuzzing from the stereo. But now I'm now led to believe it's just the key and nothing to do with the radio. Obviously I've now coded in a CD changer because it was a prep for CD changer. That's been coded in already, and the CD changer is fully working and it's showing up now on the system. I just need to now sort out coding in the Bluetooth module and sorting out the rest of the car. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back together, the glass hatch, and I'm going to show you how to do that. As you see, it just shut. Now you can see it's locked. Now as you can see, I've just unlocked it with the key, but it shouldn't be doing that. It should be opening by the handle, but it doesn't open by the handle. Now, I don't know if that's a safety mechanism. I can't remember whether my E61 that I had, if it used to open when the doors were shut, but I'm pretty sure it used to. This glass hatch, however, does open, which is a good thing. But one common other problem on these is you'll probably see, is the heated rear window screen sometimes will fuzz out your stereo. These are a common problem. These stop heating. I don't know why. They link with the wiper. They just all stop, and that's not because of the electrics. I think it's just because of the glass itself. Gets water to it and it can't heat the element anymore. But if you push it on, your radio will go all fuzzy and you'll get no radio as well. You'll lose complete reception. It's a common problem, but what we're going to do now is I'm going to put it back in, the spoiler back on, and then we're going to test the key again in ignition, because what I want to know is if it's charging, and I don't think the battery's holding charge on this key, which is a common problem on them anyway, on the diamond keys. So we're back to see what happens after. So as you can see, the spoiler's now back on, and it's actually quite simple to fit and remove, so it's always easy just to check. You just remove them 4 bolts. The spoiler just slides off the brackets. To put it back on, it slides back on brackets. They've got like a big hole on them, and they just slot straight back on and glide straight back onto itself in line with the roof itself. Once it's back on, it's actually really easy. Just bolt it back up. They line up back in the holes and just plug the caps back in like so. It's covered up mounting the bolts. And that's really it. That's all you need to do really for the rear spoiler, to check the diversity antenna. Now, I know this diversity antenna is fine, as most people do look after them. They are not cheap here. They're about £250 for a new one, which is more expensive than it is for the normal E60s. These are really expensive, as they're prone to failure. So, like I say, it's best advice to check it, and if you've got water in it, you can possibly get contact cleaner and clean it out and clean all the contacts before it does corrode, because if it does corrode, they are really expensive to go and buy for another one. So that's why I was just checking this one, because it's not something I really wanted to shell out on straight away. But obviously it would be needed if it was causing problems with the remote central locking, because otherwise you'll come out one day and your car just won't open. You'll be out here for hours. So we'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to try and test the key inside the car. See guys, it is a bit dark in here. I've got the key and now we're just going to try it in here. But as you can see, it still don't work, and you've got to think I'm sitting next to all the sensors here and they're still not working, so we take it it's the key. It does, however, as you see, start the car. So it's starting the car, but it's just not registering, which means I'm gonna have to go to BMW for a new key, or I'm gonna have to get one keyed. I'm gonna have to actually tell a lie, because I could probably program one of these ones. I'm not sure, but I've never tried one of these ones. The only ones I usually do are the cards now, because we don't really usually see these keys anymore. These diamond keys, I hardly ever, last time I programmed one of them must have been 4 years ago. So nobody usually has this key. I don't do any E39s or E53s with this key. So it looks like I'm gonna have to either buy the machine to program one of these keys, because we need to get a new one. But that's it for today guys. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know how the central locking works. Just remember, diversity antenna can affect your central locking and your radio reception, but it can also affect, and it's not even a case of it, your wiring in the boot. Make sure that ain't trapped or frayed. This is common on the E61s where the wires get trapped. It's been a problem. BMW, I don't know why they would design it like that, with wires running under the boot. When you pull up, they're so short they just break. This one has been repaired. I've got to go through receipts and see if it has been done properly. If not, I'm gonna have to redo it all myself. Every light seems to work. So apart from that guys, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope this does going to help people with the E61 greatly. It's not just for the E61, it's for the E60s as well. As I said, when I got my car, replaced the diversity antenna on mine. That one is a lot more easier than it is on the E61. It's inside the interior and just pulls from the brake light, and then it's right there. I have to do a video on that showing you guys how to access it. But yeah, please like, share and subscribe. Hope you've enjoyed this video. This is BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.